about to get a little bit of a news pop or drop. Not sure which, but let's find out. We just grabbed about 415 in sell side there, and we came just below 20 points below the current daily area. Do we come to touch this little wickaroo here at the 21K? Just below. Let's find out on Dragon Ball Z. And that's it. News time, ladies and gents. News time. All right. Coming on above those 460 sellers. Are we going to reclaim some buy side here with that pre-market dump? Let's find out. Let us see. Shout out to the single person watching right now. Your boss. Consider hitting that like. We're coming back on 160 contracts here. Let's see. We got 160. Are we going to follow through? Let's go see ES real quick. Got some resting orders at 58.20, 281 contracts. That was a mighty violent drop to the downside. Could see a little bit of a test of the fervor of the late shorters. burst up. Boom. I'm aggressively trailing this. I took this as a long. Let's see. Account. There you go. Proof is in the pudding, as they say. Okay. We're trailing aggressively. It'll probably stop us out if it pulls back here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And it's squeezing those shorts, the 160 sellers getting punished. And yeah. Peeling the second contract off at there. And now aggressively trailing the third. With the ATM strategy. That was a very smooth trade on a paid. Not bad. 175 ticks on the runner. Here it is again. Just gonna pull back and stop it out. Oop, and stopped. All right. And we came to a point of interest of the 20 points / below the previous low, came back on some liquidity, and we saw the trapped sellers here. We saw 415 seller contracts hit, come back on those, and we were like, okay, I'll take it for the win. It was without hesitation, really. All right, time to play a game and see if there's another trade that sets itself up. Let's go ahead and turn on the game. Wait a minute, I gotta turn off the CRT scan line so you can see it better. Hold up. It's a PlayStation 2, but a PlayStation 1 game of a Super Nintendo game. Let's do this mask, RGB mask off, horizontal blur off, and there you go. What? The motor is old these days. Feel free to ask a question or two. That was beautiful, though. That was a really easy, no drawdown trade. Why is it doing that? Not sure why it's giving that red screen. Came back to the Monday low. Okay. Actually, let's let the sound play. What was the news, actually? Let's go see. Unemployment. All right. So we're going to fight a reincarnation of a T-Rex trapped under the earth. Still going up. Do we got that resting order up above? Wait a sec. All right, let's make this minimized. So we recovered the volume imbalances off the value area low drop, and we could be coming back to the volume point of control up above. We're back at VWAP as well. Pretty nice recovery. Back at the volume point of control, it lowered down to here where we're at. Hitting some buy side here too, 115 plus 76 contracts at 170 and 174. Could fatigue off of them a little bit. How can I open this one? Ah, I see. You gotta go. Lovely. It's going for the gold. My only regret was closing the trade on the runner sooner. Too soon, rather. Alright, they forcibly bought a lot up in this region, another 310, and moved the volume point of control up there. Let's go look at ES. ES has some more resting orders up above. 875. It's going for the gold. we recovered the entire drop. That was pretty bullish. Lovely. All right, we'll save it and then try to give some better insight. Let's just leave it there for a sec. Nice, big rock. Okay, let's turn that off. a potential idiot box at this point. Came up pretty aggressively though. I'd be looking for pullbacks for a long, but I'm already up. Maybe I'll take a just on a eval. Boom, 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 boom. Pull back to 855 on the ES-ish, maybe. Got a bunch of orders wanting in at 175. VWAP down at 162. Go hit that super trend, baby. And just a little bit of scalpness, come on. There you go. Booyah. You got this resting liquidity at VWAP on NQ. A bunch of stacked orders down there. That's why I was putting the whale there. Also, you're reaching for like a manipulation level here where it manipulated down and back up, and then somebody got out there and yeah, just coming back down to test some of these levels of support. The super trend on the 30-second got tapped. That's what we're arrowing at here. Came back beneath the trend dot, and that's when we shorted it, and the cloud was, the angle was waning, and that was good enough. End of a sequence with the diamond. And there you go. Also had some bearish divergence. What's up, man? Missed you. What did you say? Sorry. Oh no. I took that off the bottom, 20 points off the low of the day, and then took like 200 ticks, so I'm basically done. Just trading at eval at this point. Say what? Oh, ES. Nice. Dave's in the house too. What's up, Dave? Nice. Let's go. I love it. As much as like they're buggy, it's by far the most like visually keen. Yeah, I saw that. My friend actually met the coders of it. She stole the medication? What? Maybe it helped her code better. They filled those resting orders. We went and hit about 500 contracts. Knight to e5. OJ. Parallels is pretty good. I never had any issues. Got tissues, but it's not for my nose. It was 20 points off the low. That's what was my theory for going long. I'll just show you the tweet. This was where I had my point of interest. I went long at like 21.53 and then had that zero drawdown. It was just like brilliant. Less than 3 minutes. Nice. As they say in Japanese, Sasuga. It means like, as to be expected from the likes of you. it's better than English sometimes. So like if you expect something to be the case and you're like sasuga, you know. One anime that caught me off guard at how good it was Solo Leveling. It's quite good. But we're about to open, so I'll hold the banter. VWAP at 164 and previous recovered imbalances down at 135 to retest potentially. Got some resting liquidity. Yes, as more down below. Less than 30 seconds. Here we go. Let the fireworks begin. Bouncing off the volume point of control, but looks like a fast move, foul smooth for a little bit lower. Doesn't want to give up volume point control. Raise his volume control to here. You can get some slight sensitivity. This is a little bit. It's pretty good. Recovered that level it's just should admit it. Oh yeah. Completely within the value area, high value area, low, just went through everything. Nice. Nice. So we're loving that too. Setting back at 156 for here. 156 or 100. We're gonna like look at it and toss is different. This is insane. Nice recovery on that 300 sell side. Jeez Whiz. And to the upside. Pretty wide on both sides. It's recovering every volume balance. This is test. Nani言ってんだ? そんなことってあり? We're just diddling around in the settlement area. It's a bunch of shenanigans looking for support from that move up at the daily open. Coming back above that. Barcode Central indeed. Ooh. Long duck dong. We just converted some sellers into buy side. 290 contracts turned into buyers. 356 now. Yeah, until it breaks out, it's see profit, take profit. The pre-market was good though. Yep. And it's manipulating back. It's on trap mode. Nice. Red folder in 2 minutes. Your little Powell news. Pow. 52 seconds. PMI. It's gonna do some craziness. You ready? We bounced off the daily open, but it's like it's gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go look at the footprints. Yeah, everyone's pulling off their orders. And here we go. Here it goes. So far, nothing getting hit on either side. There's a lot of unfinished business. Yeah, there's nothing. Yep, a Harami. Like a Darth Maul. That volume point of control, this entire range is just trying to it's trying to get above the daily open. Manipulation. Looks like it wants to hold the zone. The hourly could turn nice and bullish with this wick here. Still break even on the session for aggression, so could go either way, but it's looking bullish from my vantage point. We had that chiking money flow divergence, money grab to the Monday low. There's another red folder. Hold up. It's orange on my thing. That's weird. Either way. Ah. Interesting. Looks like that divergence is playing out from the Williams and the Chaikin. You got that resting liquidity up there at 875. Looking magnifique. Back to the yearly open, perhaps? We just swept those highs from... Now we're coming above that pre-market drop zone. Boom. Nice. Good job, Emery. Gotta trade with that cloud if you're on the side with the cloud. Basically, his limit break. I'll play that next. NQ limit break. The NQ range break. Okay, so I'd wait till ES is going to clear that 875 resting liquidity first. It looks like I may be wrong, but I'm not in anything. I'm just observing. Yeah, it's good. Nah, you're the man. You are the man. Boom. I'm rooting for you. Nice. Well, there's some resting that have been there a while at 275. And then ES has like over 200 up there at 875. We're just a hop, skip, and a jump from that yearly open to at, what is it, 268? Boom, there we go. We just grabbed about 930 contracts with that burst up there. Still hop, skip, and a jump away from 875 for ES. We got the news soon, though, less than 2 minutes. Boom shakalaka. Oh yeah, that's funny. I've seen that. Here we go. They hit a little bit of that resting liquidity, and then they edged off it. And news. Again, news. Bulanox is the only one running a sale at the moment, still 91%. That's the only we're getting a lot of buy wicks. It's like wanting to go the rest of the distance. Shoot for the gold to the upside. Blah, 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 blah. And ES grabbed that resting liquidity. Pop goes the weasel. Oh yeah, it's just going moonside. They hit that resting liquidity now though, so I'd be careful on your late scalps here. Went back to the weekly open almost. Yeah, we didn't get the last little load there. Yeah, you're right. They keep edge lording it. Boop, 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 boop. This looks like he's going up, up, up and away. Previous VWAP 323. We're back at weekly open. Monday mid at 328. Just grabbed about 400 contracts on the way up there. Nice. All right. Went back for that. It's cleared out that resting liquidity, so it's like kind of chilling now, wondering what to do. Yep. No liquidity, no trade. Yep. Brrr. Indeed. Going to peel out 249. Delta slingshot to the upside. Back at previous day VWAP. Yes, just grabbed 225 contracts up there. Nice. Woohoo! Well, they've made 2K in buyer aggression for the session, so the bulls are making themselves known slightly. That sucks. He got spleened. It was like the horse guy who, I don't know his name, but Rejecting off the Monday mid pretty aggressively. A lot of consolidation to react off of, I guess. Wicks, breakouts. But if it goes above it, Buellanox is very chill. They have great customer support. Boom, boom, boom. Grabbing about 500 contracts in sell side with this pullback so far. Nice. Nice. No, I can see. It's good. Nice. Nice. Have a good one. And that's another they went back on 1,000 contracts, hitting 118 sell side at 273 now. Looks like they hit a target, reacting off of it. Another 67 seller hit at 270. It's pretty aggressive. They're adding, it's 84 contracts now. A buyer bought 63. Started to bounce off that buyer. It's a little battle happening here. We're back at yearly open, that could be why. How's it going, Dave? Good? Yeah, that whole... Yeah, that's too bad. I can give you access, Dave, to some trading view indicators. If you look at my screen, I'll show you something. But basically, I have this thing that let me know about TO because we had similar things when he was doing Nebula, and then I had my own set of indicators I created with the cloud, but I always trade with the cloud. It's like a volumetric cloud based off of like Ichimoku and stuff. But if you trade with the cloud and the cloud starts to shift, generally the cloud works in your favor. So if you go with the trade with the cloud, then yeah. If you're keen, I can give you, if you DM me your trading view. But I have a bunch of people that use it and just make bank off Bitcoin. It was originally made for Bitcoin, but it works on everything. Just so you can try it, if you let me know what you think. But that's why I was saying, like when before it was breaking out, I was like, it's probably going to go up here and grab this resting liquidity, and I was like seeing the cloud hold, so I didn't take it because I was already up for the day, but it was telegraphing to me that it was going to go up. The telegraph. now it's a bunch of garbage, like it's a descending channel of just sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, as it's slowly absorbing this level. The yearly open zone. Echo. So we've essentially pulled back on 1,200 of the 2K contract aggression. We came to that previous day VWAP at 323, and it also happened to be the Monday mid, just for the record, and then went just shy above the weekly open, and then pooped the bed. We're back at the comma on the 32nd, breaking through it with aggression. Yes, coming back to VWAP at 860, 150 contracts waiting there for them. Some seller just did 58 contracts at 250. Yep. Sellers expressing some control here. Coming back on those 2,000 contracts. No. There's a little manipulation range down at 196. Coming back on some of the sellers at 230. No key level down here. Kind of hit the top of the range from the pre-market. Wicked off that all the way down to this one. Okay. Still holding the bear trend dot. Yep, they returned to VWAP. We rejected off the comma. Nice. Sellers in control until they're not. There's that volume imbalance from the rise up at 200. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah. Looks like it could go to that 200 level. NQ VWAP is down there too on Bookmap. Although a toss is completely different. We're holding this trend dot of the bear trend, so we're coming back, kissing the trend dot, ripping down, ripping down. So this cloud is pretty strong. We're flatlining the Williams. Let's do this. Let's go to the, it's been a while. Let's try this out. Came back above the trend dot. Watch your shorts. Creating indecision on the 4-minute. Reject off the adaptive on the 1000 tick. Somebody just bought 49 contracts at 236, getting promptly punished. could be the fuel they need to get to 200. Not seeing any divergence just yet. Oh, another 53 added at 235. They're having a little battle here, both sides adding 50 contracts here and there. Oop, first up. Where do you see so many contracts someone bought? It's on my stream. If you click my profile and follow the link there, I'll show you. It's on the left-hand side of my screen, but Bookmap has the resting orders and the executions depending on whether you set that threshold. But I don't like all the noise on Bookmap. Ah, I see. Oh, okay. So I'll circle it here on my left-hand side, right? So you have these ellipses that I'm going to draw over these colors. And if I zoom in, you'll see this 80. And then sorry, my camera is reversed. So they reach across the aisle and punch and buy. The bids hit the ask, and that's when they buy on that side, and their sellers come across and hit that side. So the number times the number, the larger number on the right is the buyers, and there's 80 buyers here to 9 sellers, and then that's color weighted in blue. And then are they rewarding this buyer for 80 contracts at 248 or punish them? Currently they're meandering between punishing and rewarding, but more likely they're going to punish them. They're flirting with the idea of rewarding and then promptly punishing. So it shows that the buyer fatigue is real, kind of. And I look at those players, and this also happens to be the value area high. Now, if I go down here, you see 63, and there's another ellipse I'll draw there. You have 63, and then you have 70 down here, and these are all buyers, and it shows the delta down here, 132. So in that 2,000 trades, in this one 2,000 trade 2,000 tick candle, there was 132 buyer aggression. But I'm looking at those individual players that put 50 contracts plus on the line there, and then there's these sellers on the other side of the spectrum. You have 57 sellers here, 64 there, 58 here, and they're having this little idiot box battle for who's in control. You have some sellers and some buyers, and they're like, currently now it's rewarding the buyers. And so theoretically, if you aren't in a long, you can use these as a theory to go long and then hide your stop behind them and use them as players for your theory. And conversely, if you think they're going to get punished, you can go short and then use them as your stop as well. So it's kind of, that's what I use theoretically to see, one side battling the other. Does that make sense? And the color weight, the blue is buyers and the purple is sellers. So even if you don't see the number, if you see a dark blue, it means there's a delta aggression of buyers. And if there's a dark purple, there's a delta aggression of sellers. And the heavier the sell, the darker the purple. And the heavier the buy, the greater the blue. Now there's like just a guy who entered here, 99 contracts of buys. So somebody just aggressively bought 99 contracts at 240. Are they going to get rewarded for that, or be used as rocket fuel to the downside? And nobody knows, but you use those as theories, like, okay, if it's holding, then the buyers could be in control here. And then seeing the large players gives you inflection point where things get interesting. So like when I first started my stream, if you go back to that moment, if you want to, it's all being recorded, I circled this before it went up on the pre-market, and then I took that long, and I have that recorded on the beginning 5 minutes. There was a 160 seller hit, and that was after going down a lot, and it took like 600 in sellers, and then it came back on that, and I went long on that theory of punishing the sellers or having some seller fatigue, and then it went and I took like 160 ticks off that theory. So yeah, I just use it for like, is this inflection point real or not? And then if there's like too much noise, then I don't enter or whatever. But yeah, you can use the interest generated as a point, where a contention point. Here there's a lot of noise, so this is not as clean. I liked the pre-market cleanliness of that sell side hit. It was like 600 hit instantly, and then it came back on that. But yeah, here this 99 buyer is getting punished slightly, so you could be like, all right, well then I'm gonna go with the theory it's gonna punish this guy now and then sell on him. And then you could just hide behind them as like it's not gonna go back to help him until it hits some more sell side, and then you could fade that guy to the downside. And now it's hitting 300 sell side here with that fade, but no big player hit, so they're not hitting this guy's stop. But there's also that volume imbalance at 200 that I've been talking about since this idiot box started. So hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, and that's how I minimize like a stop loss, because I can keep it so tight because I use the player as my body. Like I imagine it like Pippin hiding under a orc's body, you know, while dragons are fighting around you. You're like, oh, don't look at me. So you use the big players for their, you know, use their interest as where you hide behind. So it looks like it's going to go to 200 using that 99 contract guy as fuel, and sure enough, boom. Hello? Alright, well let me test that. It took a year of just looking at it every day. It was just like, it's just like that tank the tank describing the redhead in the Matrix. He's just like, you see code, but I just see redhead and blah blah blah. It's just like, if you learn the linguistic of it, it becomes clear of, okay, that was definitely a buyer, not somebody closing a short. Sometimes it's contextually unclear, but the premise is the same. If it goes above that level, they're rewarded. If it goes below, they're punished. And so that's the most simple, distilled way to look at it, is reward and punish a player. And right now it's punishing the buyers, so the sellers are still in control. So it came back on all those circled blue guys that I had there earlier, including that 99 guy. But so and then down here at the bottom, it shows the actual delta of the 2K trades. So there's minus 300 hit in that drop, and then another minus 150. Now you're getting 250 aggressive delta, which is basically cannibalizing the late shorters. So if you didn't take profit down there, they would be starting to be hitting your stop. Yeah, this one is in a toss. You can get in the channel for a toss, you can get the 14-day free trial and the templates in there as well. It's worth like seeing whether that's clearer or not. I tried everything free under the sun first, so I did all the Ninja Trader stuff and all that. And then after, just, trying a toss, I was like, yeah, this is just leagues clearer. And clarity in the moment is more important to me, so I just forked over for the lifetime. So I mean, it's not cheap, so it's like not everyone has that budget, but at least for 14 days you can try it. And 64 seller added at 241. I would have less faith in this short now as it comes above that 99 guy and somebody shorted there. I don't know. If it's 14 days free, then it's forever free, if you know what I mean. Yeah. If you use another email, then you could technically do some stuff. And that's how I would theorize, like, to get out of that short would be like, I would have the stop, and then you see somebody add sells to a short there, and I'm like, nah, no thank you. And it becomes like inverse to what you think. Like, I don't like to buy generally with buyers on the side unless it's a huge player, but it's pretty ugly right now though in terms of price action. But the pre-market one was really good. You can catch those quite often where it's just like a hit to the sell side. That was like a 400 delta candle hit, boom, with the 150 liquidation of somebody. And then I was like, oh man, it was at 20 points below the low, and it was the point of interest I was looking at. So I was like, either I take my setup or I don't. This is not where I normally trade, so I'm not trading here, but the lesson remains the same, the context. Context gives you clues, is what they say. We just hit about 300 in sell side there. Sweep to VWAP, maybe? And then somebody's adding like 100 buys there, so that looks like buyer absorption. 72, they just added more, got promptly rejected. 25. Yeah, this is pretty gross. There's all this unfinished business in all the directions. It's just like going and stopping out both. It's totally gross. Yeah, there's no key levels around here either. Like, we're kind of playing with the open, like the New York Open pop. Like, we're trying to look at that as support or something, but it's just really messy. Volume point of control down way down there. We're just creating some volume above that. Either like a reaccumulation or something. Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely like when there's all these like both conflicting signals on both sides, I'm just like, yeah, I wait for a big hit to one of the sides and then for a retrace. This is why they call it an idiot box. Like, this is literally what it is right here. Idiot box. That clean reject off the Monday mid and that, yeah, like having it coincide with the key level, that's where it's like, ooh. That's why I had this point of interest down here at 2152.50, and when it went above that, I was like, I'm in. we basically cleared all 2K of that buyer aggression now. So it's all back to break even for the session. Is there more news? I don't think so. Not till later, maybe like a speaker or something, right? Yeah, like a speaker at and then there's a red folder for Canada or something. Oh wait, that's Friday. Wait, no, okay, so that's Friday my time, so that's, yeah, PM for you guys. We're just like flirting, we're edgelording the 200 sweep to the VWAP. It's just, it feels like I've been saying that for an hour, and it probably has been an hour. Let's see. Basically 26 minutes, but it feels like an hour. Breaking, perhaps. There is another coming beneath those buyers. And then we edgelord back up. Yeah, I'm like, again, I had everything handed to me in the pre-market, so I've just been trying to see what I see as I see it, and that's it. I'll just stay until... What? Ninja? I did eval on Atos earlier, but I do the main PAs and everything on Rhythmic on Ninja because I use those ATMs and whatnot. 81 at 210. Just buyer bought it. Ironically, no sell side hit. So you're getting a little bit of buyer absorption. So if the theory to 200 is right, then this guy could get absorbed. But it's been playing around with this region. But do you break 209? This 83 buyer getting punished? Looks like they're going to. There's 125 contracts down at 200. Do that burp down and grab it. There you go. And it just hit 125 in sell side at 200. It executed that resting order. And I love watching those burps come true. Yeah, different platforms have... Oh, somebody just bought 140 there. But it's not getting rewarded at all. Holy moly. Sellers have tipped a little bit of telegraph of their control here. The volume point of control is now at 21,200. There's nothing really here except for the pre-market range. But we're coming back into. The daily open is down at 143 or 144. That's the only key level down here. So look out below. Nice, Emery. Let's go. Now 219 sellers down here at 176, 223. Yeah. Booyah. You're now negative delta for the session, negative 500-ish. What did we hit? What was the level here? We came to that consolidation midpoint, like almost to the tick. Somebody added 179 contracts as a buyer at 192. So that 141 and 179 buyers looking to be like a whale. That they cleared out some guy at 226 at 176. So buyers starting to step back up to the plate. This is where I'm at for the day, so that's why I didn't take anything on it. Oops. Okay. Damn, So that was a pretty quick recovery. And the hourly closes, and it's going to close with the wick off of the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and acceptance maybe as support. That was a pretty interesting battle. They went to negative 605 delta and then came back on it completely. So it's just waves and oscillations above the volume point of control and VWAP. It's just all experience, you know, like getting used to watching it over and over again. Like you were talking about shorting, so I didn't say anything, but I was like seeing that 226 character, and then that to me looks more like a long because it's hitting a bunch of sell side, and then if it comes back on that guy, then you can hide behind the seller and just ride it up. And that's basically a rinse and repeat of what I did in the pre-market down here. It's the exact same thing. You had 400 sellers hit, it came back on it, you take it, boom. And it just does that over and over and over, and you just got to wait for it to hit a significant player, which is theoretically a long getting liquidated that they're targeting. Do I see big orders flickering your price? Is that spoofing? What is that? Is that on your screen? I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I think that's on Ninja Trader, it looks like, right? Spoofing is more on the DOM, not on candles like that. So that looks like a big aggregated trade indicator that shows like size that was executed. So, and then probably if you go to your indicators, you could probably toggle the amount in which it triggers and how big the bubbles are and stuff. But those are actual, like, I think executed sells and buys. So, you know, that's yeah. And then, that's that free one, right? And then so those lines down below and up above are large resting orders. So it's showing you the resting orders down at 120, for example, and up at 280. And then it shows you like a large player, seller or buyer that's resting. Now, if that resting order disappears, then yes, that's spoofing. But those bubbles are not spoofing, that's executed trades aggregated into a bubble to make it visually keen to your eye or whatever. So if you don't want to, like, it's basically similar to my color weighted, you know, guys on the left hand side. Yeah, there's like, for example, right now there's 163 on Bookmap over here on the right at 225, and that 160 player, if I zoom in here, you can see they just added, like, what time is it? 30 minutes ago? Was it 30 minutes ago? No, wait, that was 3 minutes ago. So that 220 player, somebody wants to buy at 220, 160 contracts. Now, is that somebody defending their position that they bought down here? Like, you don't know the theory or the reason why that was there. Does that mean they're going to grab it? Probably not, because they just went and grabbed that guy up here, and there was a resting order up here. And so there's like targets, if you will, that somebody's, when they shorted, had their stop up here and they just grabbed it. And so it just goes, it's like Pac-Man. It goes and eats one pellet, and then it goes and eats another pellet. It's just Pac-Man on both sides going bum, 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 bum. And that's why I draw these whales. Like, I'm just like, which whale is going for what now? And they're all waiting for both sides to eat, and then all of the guppies in between is just the retail getting trapped and or hedge funds. And that's basically it. It's just a theoretical, like the passive player is the one gobbling up the orders to push it to the other side, and they're using the stop loss of the impatient person, and then they do this. Where is that picture? This picture. This one. And that's about it. So we just have the shoulder, head, and possible inverted right shoulder to make a C wave up above this, but I'm basically done from here. If you have any other last questions, I'll take like one or two more maybe if I can help. I just like adding clarity to stuff. It's like weirdly some like my nature, if you will. I'll leave you with this one video that you can ask yourself, which archetype are you? I'm the Vaden. I'll drop it in the chat here and the chat there. Which one are you? I just like knowing how stuff works. Like I've always been like obsessed with it. So even though I'm not I haven't even traded and I was like profitable from the pre-market, it's like just getting the experience of being able to telegraph stuff is just awesome to me. Even if I'm not trading, it's fun. 50 forward, 48 seller getting punished here. This is your Delta slingshot. Somebody added on the short and they're getting punished. All right, guys, tomorrow's Friday, so I'm gonna rest up for tomorrow. I want to end out the week good. Hopefully you guys do the same. So I will catch you guys on the flip.